Andrea Geeky Girls Journal. And today, so you can see as I have my little ones here with me. And thank you for coming in, Kenneth. And I think I saw Tamika. Thank you for coming in, Tamika. Yeah, so you all, the topic today. Hold on one second. Okay, so you can
Who
see
are
this.
these invasive people?
I know. As you can see, I have the gang is here, and I was trying to find a quiet place in the house, but that apparently does not exist at this moment. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I may, at a point, have to say goodbye to my eldest, but that'll just be me putting myself on mute and letting Star handle this, because she can do it.
Oh no.
So
On the
today,
spot. Let's not forget, I'm also watching football.
oh yeah, well you're a multitasker. You can definitely do it, just like me over here
Oh no.
over here with with the children. So today's topic, you all, how's everybody doing today? It's Sunday. Let's start there. How is everybody doing?
Apparently there's a lot going on.
A whole lot going on. Are you okay? Don't do that. And I know your Ravens won yesterday.
Yes, they did. Thank you very much.
Okay. And look, and as you're coming in, Ravens, as you're coming in, Tamika, Kenneth, try to drop GGJ so that I can see if Nightbot is working again for me, because I did stop using Nightbot for a long time. So I'm not sure if he's working, he or she or it is working. So if you all would like to share your links with those who will be coming in and others who will be replaying this. You blessed today? How are y'all? I am very blessed. How about you, Star?
Yeah. We won.
Ravens won. That's all she's talking about over the Ravens.
I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm a football head. I cannot help myself.
Okay, so that's all. The Ravens won. Tamika, she is blessed. Tamika, I'm glad to hear that you're blessed. And Tamika, do me a favor, drop GGJ. Wait a minute, Tamika, you're not doing content, are you? But if you are here and you would like to share your link, drop GGJ in the chat. I think it's all lowercase letters. I think that's how I programmed it. So try to do that, and then we're gonna get right into this topic. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just want to see if Nightbot is, on the payroll tonight or not.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Tamika. It works. Yay. All right. So that
The
means
Bucks trying to come back. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Well, this topic, you'll be able to multitask. You'll be able to talk about the Bucks and be attentive, because this one, how to focus on yourself and not others, is something that I think most people coming in or most people that are here can relate to, and you can just jump in, because this topic should be fairly easy, and I think people have their opinions about it. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. And
I already know Kenneth watching the game, so he understands my face right now.
Kenneth, are you watching the game? Somebody scored a point, I guess. I don't know. I'm not watching the game, so all I can do is go on Star's facial expressions and see how that's working. She's smiling, so I guess apparently the team that you want to win is winning, whoever that might be. Is it the Bucks? Oh, Detroit is winning. I didn't even know Detroit was playing.
Bruh. Okay, let's just get on with it.
That's terrible. So Detroit is winning. Okay.
The Bucks just threw an interception. And I don't think they're going to come back from that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that I know what that means, but sure. If you're happy about it, so am I.
So this is a part of what was the topic? Taking care of yourself?
Yeah, how to focus on yourself and not others. This is definitely a part of taking care of yourself, because it looks like Star is doing something that she loves to do, which is,
watch football.
Watching football. That's a part of self-care. So we are going to kind of dive into some different suggestions that I give people if they're trying to look for ways to, love on themselves a little bit better and focusing on yourself. And one thing I want to say that I did not put in my notes, one way to focus on yourself is to what? Mind your business. Like
mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Now, I'm not saying every occasion, because we were talking in a live, I don't know, it was a few lives back. And I was saying that if something happened with you, I would definitely tell, I would give information. So in cases like that,
But
I
that
would
was
not
that
like,
relationship topic.
yes, it was a relationship topic.
That is different.
Very different. And I would not mind my business with the ones that I love. Like I would definitely
You need to
tell.
be a whistleblower. Yes, you need to be a whistleblower.
Yeah. But other things, like I mind my business. And I saw this like a post going around like years, it might have been last year, a couple years ago, where people were saying, I'm minding my small business. And I was like, oh, I love that. Like you can make anything, you can fill in the blank with anything. I think I'm minding my whatever, right? I'm minding my business just in general. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what I was thinking about is this: when you're focusing on yourself, because the topic is how to focus on yourself and not others. When you are focusing on yourself, you really don't have time to worry about what everybody else has going on. You're just trying to become a better version of yourself, basically, and you're going to learn different things about yourself. I think if you really sit and take time and like you find a quiet place or just have a little bit of time to yourself, you'll find out some new things. Like me,
Yeah.
yeah, because I found out not too long ago that sometimes I just need to get away and get by myself. That may mean if that looks like me sitting in my closet, I might have to do that. If
I
that
was
looks like
I was
me,
thinking about the comedian that said, get naked, get to know yourself better.
you would definitely get to know yourself better if you got naked. I think I heard this lady say that too. I don't know if she was a comedian or not, but she was talking about. She was saying that she looks like she examines herself in her bathroom mirror, naked, and that she gets to know herself, like gets to know
Get
herself, and
to know
she like,
yourself better.
yeah. And she
I
said she
mean,
knows that's definitely a way to get to know yourself. And she said she knows everything from like the dimples, in places, and all those marks and
some of that stuff
all. Did you say some of that stuff you don't want to see?
some of that I don't want to see it.
So you might just leave it to the imagination.
I'm over it. And that's about where it is right about now at my age. Imagination. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway, I know I'm getting off.
just
Okay.
no, I was just gonna add to that. Sometimes focusing on yourself means doing what you need to do to get your things done. Like me, I do a whole bunch of things at once, and I shouldn't do that, but I do because if it feels like if I don't have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to do, and I've only got one thing to do, now I'm like, I only got one thing to do.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a strange bird. So
Yeah.
right before I was watching football, and then I made a plate, and I'm like, yeah, let me hurry up and eat this because I want to watch the football game, and then I need to come out and fire up my machine for the live, and then between that time, I went outside because I'm working on a do-it-yourself bathroom project, and so I needed to spray paint my baskets. So I have them outside drying, and and then I'm like, let me come in here and fire this up. And oh yeah, I need to call my niece. So I called my niece, and then I turned on the game on my phone. So yeah, everybody's not uh, you know, a scramble head like me. That works for me.
Yeah, I prefer to if I have it my way, I'd like to do one thing at a time. I'm more like a checklist type of person. I do a task and finish it and go to the
Mhm,
next thing.
mhm.
But I find that my life is not really like that.
No.
I'm multitasking. Yeah, I'm not. I would like to be able to say I'm doing one thing and
Yeah.
one thing at a
I
time,
would
knock it
love
off.
to.
Yeah, but that's not really my life. Like before I got on here, I was washing my daughter's hair, detangling it, you know, styling it. And then I was like, oh, I got to do something to my hair. So I tried to brush it back. Then I tried to say goodbye to my daughter. I had a couple things going on at one time. And I was like, oh, now I got to get on live. So I
Yeah.
was trying to, like you said, get that together. And,
Mhm.
just
And
a
I
lot
would
happened.
love to completely focus on losing weight. That'd be my everyday goal. I do this, I do this, I do this, and everything is geared around, you know, losing weight and health and wellness. I tried to balance that as well, but then I got to come out here. I need to do auditions or I won't get any work. I've got, I've got to keep the house clean. I got to keep the outside clean. I've got to, so, but these are things that are in my head. These are tasks that I have to do. And this is part of me maintaining me. Now, when you get into personal stuff, sometimes I do take a day and I'll do the hot wax on my feet or, I put the little Tims on and I get the massage thing going. And those are you know, that type of thing.
Yes. Oh, I'm listening. I just muted myself because I just try to camouflage some of the background noise. But
Oh,
yeah, that sounds wonderful though. Yeah, that's like you definitely have to take some time for yourself.
I have that. I'm working on acquiring some background noise. Maybe one day I'll have some grandchildren for background noise, but
I know, and we talked about
that
this last.
part.
When it's your time, you'll have some plenty of background noise.
I know.
For now,
It,
just let the television play in the background. Yeah, that's enough noise.
yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
with a pitter patter little feet. So what I did was, I was looking at some things, and because we're talking about focusing on yourself and not others, and I was when I said earlier that you realize when you have time by yourself. Can you all hear that? When you all have when you have time when you take time for yourself, you get to know yourself a little bit better. You know what irritates you. The things that make you happy. The things that stress you out, make you sad, stress you out, and the list can go on and on. It's all different things. So, what I did was I came up with some tips, and we're just gonna go right through the list. I think I put about 9 or 10 things, and we'll just elaborate. We might not even get through the 10, and if we don't, that's quite all right because
and newsflash, I don't know what they are, so I'm
she does
just
not
like
know
you.
what they. Right.
Don't even know.
I wrote them down. She doesn't know she's going to be surprised just like everybody else. So I put here are some tips that will help you to focus more on yourself. And hopefully, if you're all listening to this list, let me say bye real quick. And hopefully, sorry. Did you all hear me yelling?
No, no one heard.
Oh, okay. So the list I put together is for the first one, this tip that I give is focus on your strengths. And when you focus on your strengths, don't compare yourself to others. Think about the things that you're good at. Think about the things you can improve on. Think about the things that, just think about your strengths. Think about the things that make you you. Think about the things that make you special. Think about your God given gifts, your talents, a lot of the things
Now,
that we
this
talked
is
about.
something, if I may interject.
Sure, you may.
Um, this is something that we talk about in my Global Voice Academy courses and stuff like that, where when you're doing voiceovers, you wanna you wanna be proud of your own voice. Everybody's voice is unique and has something to bring to the table. So, your your voice is your voice, and it is needed. And it's just another way of reiterating that we are very unique people. And, what's yours is yours. And I always say that what God has for me is for me because He made me differently than anybody else. When He made me, He broke the mold. And so, for everyone, when He made you, He broke the mold. So, what you were saying is quite true. It holds true in your profession. What you do and what you have to offer the world, your gifts are very unique. And you should always remember that because I have to tell myself that all the time because I'm like, they don't like my voice, but somebody does.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's where some people they do affirmations or listen to affirmations every day. They say that helps. For me, I'm similar in the sense where I just tell myself the things that I want to hear to, motivate me, and the things that I tell myself things that was jumpstart my day, and things that make me happy, or things that I recognize about myself, like my strengths. Oh, and like you said, for some reason, really don't like the sound of my voice, and I think most people, if not some or a lot of people, I don't want to say most or all, but a lot of people don't like the sound of their voice. So,
But you hear something totally different than what other people hear. Do you wanna know what your voice really sounds like? Record it.
yes, and that's why I don't like listening back to my recording sometimes. Like, ah. But also, I know that in order for me to improve, I do have to listen. I have to watch my videos again, or I have to
Yes,
watch speeches to become a better speaker, or to become, better with even the
exactly.
style.
I mean,
So,
you say that. I took a speech class one time. Well, it wasn't a speech class, it was an instructional class where I was learning how to instruct, adults because I was doing that at my job at the time. And when we first got into class, the guy had us do this little tiny speech in front of the camera. We delivered this speech and they videotaped it. And then we went back and we looked at it and we went, oh, because now you're doing things that you don't realize you're doing, like saying, uh, uh, or smacking when you talk. And so, and so, and so, and you look at that and you're like, "Oh my gosh, is that what I sound like? Is that what I look like?" Mm. Yeah, so it's very helpful to record yourself, even videotape yourself, and see what you look like, see what you sound like, and improve on it.
yeah, I agree, because it's very easy to like put filler words in there and say or like. Also, because see, I almost did it. Because it gives you time to think. But I was watching this, I think it was a short, and it was a broadcaster, and they said that they train, those coming up into the industry to pause, like when they're speaking, just to pause. And a lot of times, so they'll pause. And you may notice that as you're looking at the news or something like that. So they'll pause, but that they do that because it gives them time to process and time to think about what they want to say, so that they don't say and like
Uh,
or because it's, like I said, very easy to do. And sometimes I catch myself doing it. I'm like, uh
and when you have gone through that type of training and you see, people, on TV doing impromptu videos and the interviewer is speaking to them and they're answering the question and and so what happened? Uh, and then you're like, you hear it and it's oh my gosh, it's like bing, bing.
yeah,
Yeah, that part.
definitely. Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
why would you hate your voice?
And Kenneth
No,
said
no,
I hate
no,
my
no,
voice.
no. You
No,
can't say
don't
that.
run, Kenneth.
I'm
No,
a
no, no.
voice artist. No.
Kenneth, just what, Kenneth, record yourself like Star suggested, and then just keep listening to it. That's what I had to do. I had to start just listening
No.
to it more and looking at my videos. And like I said, I use it as a way to improve. And now it doesn't bother you as much. But before, I used to be like, oh, ugh.
Yeah. I'm like, it is what it is. And I guess maybe that's another reason why I got into voice acting because I could change my voice if I didn't if I wanted to sound like somebody else.
Yeah, you could definitely change it. But then,
I can
you know,
change my voice.
yeah.
And
And for those of us who don't, do voice acting,
you can still
perhaps
change your voice even
you
if
can
it's
still change your voice, but just it's the voice that God gave you. So just
exactly.
he gave it to you for a reason. And although you might have a problem with the pitch or something else, just embrace it. And that's another part of it. Just focus on yourself.
I guarantee you, somebody out there likes your voice, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody likes your voice. So then the second thing, so the first one was focus on your strengths. The second thing is set goals. Set goals, set specific, measurable, achievable goals. Because if you set specific goals, And I think it kind of goes along with what I was talking about the task. Like you might have a set of goals and then you say, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to reach that specific goal. Now you're just focused on that particular goal and you have a plan. You know, you reach that goal and then you move on to the next thing. And then it's measurable because maybe you say by February 20th, I want to lose 10 pounds. So now you know how to plan and
Oh, do we really
schedule.
have to do the weight thing? Did we really have to do the weight thing?
Or, well, let's
Is
okay.
that
Let's
what
not do
so that's where you going today?
that was the first thing I thought about. You know why? Because a lot of people do that for their New Year's resolution. I don't do resolutions where they
No,
say,
that's all year round for me.
yeah. Well, some people,
It's a watch party. I'm watching it.
oh, we watching it. So do you have? Are they measurable, achievable goals? Because sometimes, like if it's, I think sometimes people may say, I want to lose 100 pounds, right? That's
Well, you can't
may
say
not
you
be
want to lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks. I mean, what are you gonna smoke crack? I'm just saying. That's not measurable. It's not,
right. You set yourself up for
realistic.
failure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
set
It's not
yourself up for
realistic.
failure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you get upset because you said, "Oh, I didn't reach, my goal for the month or whatever." Well, it's because you said you're gonna lose 100 pounds. Like, who does? When has that ever been done? Maybe.
I don't say I wanna lose 100 pounds in, you know and they have all these apps and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you could lose this amount and this amount." No, I just know what I wanna lose, and I just continuously work towards it. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I lose. And, my thing is staying off the scales because the scales are very disappointing. You know, you really can't go by that all the time, but because you get on there and you be like, "Why?" And I'm a person that never had a weight problem before. Like, when I was younger, before I got to this evil age, I didn't have a weight problem. I ate what I wanted to, I
Well, I
and
mean,
now
that's
it's really not even about what I eat, it's about hormones. So,
yeah, that definitely has a lot to do with it. And again, you got to
has
be practical.
everything to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you do
and
have
your
to be
metabolism
realistic,
changes as you get older.
and you can't turn cartwheels like you used to.
Absolutely, no, you
She knows
cannot.
what joke I'm referring to. I tried to turn a cartwheel at her house one time. My husband told me not to do it, but I didn't listen, and my leg snapped.
Trying to be
In my
youthful.
mind, I could do it. Don't
That's
ask.
where, that's where it starts. You set a goal and then you try to do it, and you
I'm gonna get that cartwheel one of these days. Please believe it.
keep working hard. You'll be able to do it again.
I will keep hope alive. Okay, point number 3.
Number 3, practice gratitude. And I hear this one a
Mm.
lot. This is a way to focus on yourself. Practicing gratitude. Focus on things that you're grateful for. Don't worry about the things that others have. And this will come along later on in like the next point 5. I'll elaborate on a little bit. But if you practice gratitude, you really don't have time to worry about others either because you can look at the simple things, just the things that happens in your daily lifestyle and say, oh, you know what? The sun is shining. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for toothpaste. I'm thankful for
I'm
toothpaste.
not even going to ask why you would be thankful for toothpaste, but okay. Imma leave that alone
You got look. I'm
'cause
happy
that
for
that could go in so many directions right now. It
the.
could just go in so
I'm
many di
glad. I'm grateful for the small things and the large things. It's gratitude.
Yes, but the sunshine, I am grateful for.
The sunshine. I wish I had it right now. It's cold. But some people are, grateful to have snow. I'm grateful that I have snow because that means I'm still alive. I prefer
Like my dad used to say, "You're blessed to be hungry." I'm trying
right.
to
Okay. Yeah.
I
Well.
think I think you really have to dig for that one. If you're blessed to be hungry, I think maybe it's like, okay, you're alive, you can feel, because Other than that, I can't even figure out what the blessing in being hungry is. I can't. But he used to
I
say that.
I know. I don't think you like. It's not a blessing to be hungry. It's a blessing to be alive and experience being hungry, like you said, because that means you have the full functioning of your
Y-
digestive system, and
Yes, it's
you
functioning
know,
and you need to be fed.
you need
Hmm.
yes. So that's what I say. So it's practice gratitude. All right. And another one
Gratitude.
here, gratitude. So the next one is don't compare yourself to others. It will rob you of your happiness.
Yeah.
And we can, you know what, we can talk about that in a sense where people are looking at social media, everything is fast, people can
Oh,
show
God.
and people can show you the great things that are happening in their life. That doesn't mean that everything is going well in their life. That doesn't mean they don't have problems. That doesn't mean they don't have issues, because I tell you what, if you're alive, you're going to have some things that you go through. You're going to face trials, you're going to face disappointment. But
Mm,
if you're just basing your happiness and your life on somebody else's highlights, you're going to be sad and disappointed and miserable,
because I
because you're looking at,
guarantee you, they've got something going on, you
oh
know,
yeah, yeah, they have
for
something going
sure.
on. They might not put it on social media because that is something that's something that's more personal to them. And why
And
would you
people
want?
don't want to hear it. I mean,
Okay,
somebody said once before, when people ask you or when people speak to you and they say, "Hey, how are you today?" And sometimes you're not good, but we say, "Oh, I'm good." Anyway, cuz people will, they don't want to hear that you're not good. Try it sometimes. Tell somebody how you're really feeling. Now, do you have to do the book version? No. And I've done it sometimes. And I try to be true to that a lot now. Whether they, oh, bye. whether they, oh, look at my baby.
I know.
What, whether they want to hear it or not. So sometimes now, when people ask me how am I doing, oh yeah, how are you? And I'm not up to it, or I'm not feeling it, or I don't feel well, I say I could be better. Today is not the day. And I think that from my experience, when I do that, people kind of appreciate your honesty because you're not okay all the time.
You're not okay. That's
Not okay.
And it's okay not to be okay all the time. Like you, if you think about it, like nobody. Well, I'm gonna say people don't generally walk around just smiling every day, all day, like cheese and just. I mean, your entire life you're just walking around happy and everything's wonderful, everything's perfect. That's not realistic because, like we said, you're gonna go through some things, and while you don't have to give somebody a dissertation on your bad
Yeah,
day, like you said, you can say
right.
I'm just not doing good right now, and
No, and some people will say, "Well, hey, what's wrong?" And some
mhm,
people will say, "Well, you know what? I don't feel too hot either,
I don't feel
but
too hot.
we gonna pray about it, and
Yeah,
hopefully, God will bring us out of it." And He
yeah,
will.
yeah. So I'm saying when you're authentic, and again, you don't have to go into details with people. Somebody will offer a prayer or say something encouraging to you, or say, you know what, I've been there before too. It'll get better, and sometimes that's all you need to hear if you're having a bad day and somebody
Yep.
says something. I can
Yep.
understand. Trouble don't last always. Remember that song?
Yes. I mean, I do it. And, this is another part of the Double Dutch Club that, at the end, we have praise reports and prayer requests. And, we get very transparent with each other. And it's very helpful because there's nothing you are going through that hasn't already been done or isn't being done somewhere else or worse.
Right. It might feel like that at the time, but what is that saying? There's nothing new under the sun. So
There is.
somebody else, yeah, somebody else has been there and they've experienced that or something very similar, and they can sometimes share their story and help you out. And you're like, oh, okay, I didn't think about that. So
And I
that is the
shared
way.
and someone shared one with me and they said, "Hey, You know what? I've got the same problem. And we talked about it and we laughed about it. I mean, did it make it go away? No, but I'm like, man, okay, somebody's like me. You
Yeah,
know, it
and
validates.
yeah, and it's relatable, and then you're like, okay, I'm not the only one going through this. I can make it. I
Yeah.
think that's helpful. So the next one, number 5, is journal. So I know some of you like to journal and like to write. Star, you're one that likes to write. You like to journal. So if
Yeah,
you
but I go
journal,
ham.
yeah, it's see, and you can.
I don't just journal. It turns into a novel. I can't.
Well, that's good. Write a novel, sell it, and then do an ebook version, and then do a YouTube video on it, and distribute it. So that can be very fruitful. If you journal, you know what? I just thought about something too. Like if you're journaling, I wrote this down and then I will add to what I said. If you're journaling, it said this will help you to become self-aware. This is a note I wrote to myself.
Yes,
This will
it
help you
does.
to be, yeah, it helps you become self-aware. You can look at your progression. Like if you journal something that happened years ago, you might not even remember. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't even remember that happened like years ago. But if you journal, and I'm not the best at journaling. Like I bought a journal, but I haven't really used it yet. I plan to. But I find notebooks of things that I wrote something down and I'm like, wait, this happened? I completely forgot
Mhm.
about it.
Oh
But it
my god.
showed me that yeah, but it showed me, and you know what else? This happened to me today. I was on Facebook trying to post this live, and the thing came up where it says, like the memories where this happened 9 years ago. So I had on this
Right.
day 9 years ago this happened. I had put a quote up, and I was like, oh, and it's still true today. So you can look at your progression, or you can look at how things have changed in your life. And that was just from looking at my memories. So
Yeah.
people who journal,
I
they have it.
I do like how Facebook will do that. They'll say, you have memories from, and then sometimes if you look at it, you go, ah, you know, and it shows me memories back when I was someone else, when I was Burton,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
before
I was
I
about to.
got married.
Yeah, I didn't know which way
And
that was going, so I just let.
right, no, no, when I was, yeah, no,
Okay, I just
I'm
let them.
still her. I just
Yeah.
changed my name, but
Yes. No. I definitely don't question that you were a him before.
right. No, no,
You were
I
she.
was never him, y'all. I was
Right.
never him.
She's been a she for her whole
I've
life.
been a she. I mean, sometimes I act like a him because that's how I am, but nah.
Well,
So yeah, I look at it and you see how long ago, and then you think, oh wow, was that it really wasn't that long ago that I was belly aching about dating and blah 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 and being lonely and woo 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 and woe is me and look at me now.
look at me now. Woo! Right? Look at you now. I was married.
I'm married now.
I married y'all. You know what? And I put something else down that you can learn more about yourself and about your feelings, and that kind of ties into what we're saying. Like you may have felt like that years ago, but now you might feel
Yeah,
differently about a certain situation.
yeah.
You know,
Now your set of problems change. They're constantly evolving, as you should be evolving. So are your
oh,
problems and your difficulties and your challenges and your obstacles. And, now I'm facing different obstacles that I didn't have before. You know, things change.
they definitely change, and that goes again with maturity, seasons. Hey, Joyful Julie, thank you for coming in. For those of you who are just coming in, I tried to quickly type it in the chat to drop GGJ if you want to drop your link. I'm putting Nightbot back on payroll. I know I haven't been using it lately, but I finally figured out Jamie and what the code was. So drop GGJ if you want to share your link so that those who are here now can connect with you.
Maybe somebody can tell me what that is.
Oh, Nightbot is a command. Um, well, Nightbot, if you look in the comment section, Star, so it's an
Yes.
automated, like a chat bot. And what I did a couple years ago, I was told about Nightbot, and I just kind of programmed it to do certain commands. So Every now and then, I think I said it for like every 20 or every 25 minutes, the Nightbot will say something in the comment section. And
Oh,
yeah, like if
eee.
somebody comes in and says hi, it'll say something specific. If somebody says hey, it's gonna Nightbot reply.
Look at
Yeah,
God. See what I'm
look at
saying?
that. Yep, see? I
I
didn't
done
know this.
learned something new today.
Look at that.
Shoot, ain't
Woo!
that nothing.
Yeah, and see, Jamie, she tested, she put GGJ. So when you drop GGJ, your links should come up so that those people who are creators or who just want to connect with people, they can type GGJ and then their YouTube channel. Like
Oh,
if you type GGJ star, try it. Type GGJ, and then people can connect with you that are not already connected. So if you type it,
so
you can type in a chat, can't you?
I can, but no, it's up to you. Sorry.
You can't do it.
No, I can't say anything to anybody there.
Oh,
I only have private chat option.
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
sorry.
Okay. You are.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well. I
nobody
can't.
wants to talk to me.
Well, you all already know where to hook up with Star at Black Mermaid, right? So, um, that'll solve that problem. That's the Black Mermaid. So where did I stop? Journal?
5.
Yes. Okay, number 5. Thank you. Okay, number 5. So number 6 is be present. Be present. And I have to, hey RX Nels, thank you for coming in. Type GGJ if you want to drop your link. So being present. Now, this is something that I have been working on. And I know, sorry you all, you'll probably hear my baby girl coughing. She has had this cough for 2 months now.
Ew.
A lot of days, I know.
Give her a spoonful of
A
and some
spoonful of
ginger root.
what? Ginger
Honey
root. Oh,
and
honey
ginger
and
root tea.
okay. I don't have the ginger root, but I have honey. Can I just do honey?
You need the
Honey.
ginger. You
Oh,
can give her a spoonful of honey, but you need to get some
okay.
ginger root tea.
I have to
Now,
go buy
I
that.
told you that before I left. You
You,
don't listen to the words
I
that are
forgot.
coming out of my mouth.
That's something I should have wrote in a journal so I could have gone back and looked at it.
Exactly, my
We
dear.
have tried everything. Like she's been to the
See?
doctor and she's had everything, antibiotics, and nothing's working. So
Mm.
anyway, so the next one, number 6, was be present, be in the moment. Now, with everything moving so fast as usual, like everything moves so fast, and sometimes it's just difficult to be present. It's just difficult to be in the moment because I feel like if you have a to-do list and lots of things on your list and you want to knock it down, then sometimes, and why are you looking at me like that, Star? Sometimes it's
Because
hard to
I'm
do.
trying to understand be present. Like, where else am I going to be? I know
Well,
I sometimes be in my head.
well, when okay, I'm saying be present, and I've heard this before. Be
Okay.
present, like be in the moment. If something's happening, don't be distracted by those other things. Like if I'm here with my children, to just try to spend time with them and not think about everything else, like washing the clothes, running this person here.
Oh, focus on whatever it is that you're doing at that moment.
Yes.
So,
Now,
like,
what do
I'm
you?
gonna be watching football over here on the side.
Well, I'm not one to tell you what you can do, but you do what you want to do is all. But yes, that's what that means. Be present. Be here at Geeky Girls Journal.
I
Paying
am
attention.
present.
Yes, what do you
Here.
all think about that in the chat? Like, do you think you can still be present and still multitask and still do things of that nature? Because, like I was saying before, some people, although I've been told that you really cannot multitask, I beg to differ most
I
of the time
beg
because
to differ.
yeah, because I do a lot of things
I
at once.
have learned to multitask very efficiently.
Yeah, well, they said that I was reading an article and it was saying that your brain can only really focus on doing one thing at a time. And I don't
Who
know,
said
I'm gonna do more research on that. Yeah, I should find that article so I can
that's like
share it.
telling people either you're right-handed or left-handed. You can't be ambidextrous. Wrong.
Yeah, you can definitely can be.
You can't limit and say what people can do or cannot do because you can't do it.
Yeah, and I
Now,
mean
true enough.
I
No,
kind
I
of
just go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go. You go.
No, I was just gonna say there are some things that require complete and utter focus. Like if you was walking a tight wire, I don't think you need to be doing something else. You need to be focused on that tight wire, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I think I
yes,
agree.
see,
I I'm a multitasker all the time. Yeah, I'm
even
multitask.
now.
I'm talking to the kids and doing this, and I'm supposed to be fully focused on this. But there are times that require you to multitask. I can watch TV,
I
fold
do.
clothes, wash, do hair. You can do
That's
so
true.
many. And I think especially, as women, like we multitask. And
A
that's why I
lot.
had to, yeah, we do a lot of multitasking. That's why
And
I have
I'm
to agree.
sorry, man. Generally speaking, that's not a forte for men.
I
And
think it
that's
was a
okay because
ago.
they're not built that way. I mean, they're good at other things, but
Yes.
they need to usually, in general, okay? Because I don't want to be beat up. I don't want
Right.
to, get abused by the chat. But in general, they need to just focus on one thing at a time and they fare better. But I think women have excelled at that because there's so many things to do and so little time to do it. So, especially if you're a mom, you work, you're a mom, you're a wife, you got this, you got that, you got this. And this is where it becomes very important to take care of yourself because then you start taking care of everybody except for you.
Absolutely. Focusing on yourself and not others. And then that's also a fine line. Like you got to find the line of trying to carve time out for yourself and not thinking about others all the time. So I,
Mhm.
that's not my business how people want to do. Everybody does it a different way, but I agree with you, Star. I think it just depends on what you're doing because there are some tasks that I'm doing and I don't want to I don't want to divide my attention. I
Right.
want to be present. Like if I'm trying to take in information, trying to figure things out, most of the time I'm just focusing in on that thing because I'm taking notes. A lot of times I'm referencing something else to
Mhm.
see if there's another article or another book that that kind of complements what was said or what the information that I found out, or if I'm having a conversation with somebody. So most of the time with things of that nature, I want to tune in, like you said, or walking a tightrope. I have not done that in my life, but I would definitely want to focus on that. Hey, can't stop. But things like we said, can you see things
Yes,
like
I'm looking at the name. It's quite
oh yeah,
lengthy.
yes, can't stop walking but love morning crewing. So yeah, things like that. If you're multitasking, things that are habitual, like
Oh
folding clothes,
yeah.
then
Some things you can do without even thinking about it.
yeah, you don't have to think
So
about it.
why do I need to focus on that?
Right. When you can get multiple things done at one time. I might be
Exactly.
talking on the phone while I'm folding clothes, while I'm doing whatever else.
Oh,
we can just,
usually it's washing clothes, cooking, watching something on TV or listening to music, and the phone rings, so you have to, address that. It's all kinds of I
yeah.
can't even tell you how many things I do at once.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
And I mean,
I was like the army yesterday. I got more done by noon than people get done during the whole
yeah,
day.
you know what? And I love days like that when I get like all that stuff done, all this. I'm like, woo!
I feel so accomplished.
Yes. And then I can take a deep breath. I'm like, whoo. So I got an hour, not an hour to myself, more than likely, but an hour where I don't have to do all those tasks. So
But it also helps me to sleep at night because now I'm tired. Usually I'm up looking at the ceiling or watching TV, watching Martin or something, trying to
yeah.
get my trying to get my brain wheels to stop. But,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once I put my head down, I generally fall asleep. It might take about 10-15 minutes, but
no, I
most of the time,
agree.
yeah. My husband is different. Like he has to watch a specific type of show, and he'll watch it for hours and hours before he goes to sleep. I'm like, that must be that's terrible. When ready to go to sleep, I'm ready to go to sleep most of
No,
the time because
I
I've
need
done
the
so
white
much.
noise.
Yeah, I have white noise too. I mean, those are aids, but most of the time, once I do go to bed, and I'm saying like I'm not one to get into bed until I'm tired. So maybe that's what it is. Like I might not get into bed till 3 in the morning,
I can
and
be
I'm
falling asleep and say, "Okay, it's time for me to go to bed." And then by the time I get back there and get ready and get into bed, now I'm up again. That's a
Mm,
me thing.
yeah, no, that happens sometimes, but most of the time, no, I'm ready to go. Hey, Drea Lachey, thank you for coming in. Drop GGJ Drea Lachey so that everybody here is probably already connected to you, but just in case somebody watches Connect again. So the next one star is, and
What are we at,
everybody,
number 7?
number 7. Yep.
My
Learn.
lucky number.
Like number 7, I wrote it together because I was trying not to go to the next piece of paper, which I ended up doing anyway. So I combined it. So we just gonna combine it. So number 7 is learn from your mistakes and figure out what you want in life. So learn from your mistakes.
I'm sorry. Woo!
Uh-oh. Learn from your mistakes. That's a hefty one, right? Because I think everybody
I'm
has made a
sorry.
mistake.
Okay.
If you're human, you have made a mistake. And you can definitely learn from
And you
mistakes.
gonna keep making mistakes. And yes, you should learn from them because when you don't, that makes you a fool. That is the definition of a fool. Someone who does not learn from their mistakes.
And somebody who keeps doing the same thing over and over again,
Insanity, expecting a different result. We all know that.
that's what we
And you don't
call
learn
it.
from you got to learn from your mistakes, but know what you want in life, that changes.
That definitely changes. That's why we got to talk about it. So
That is
let me let you, I'll let you elaborate on that, Star.
why me?
Because you just said something. You said that changes. And I
Well,
am
what you
interested.
want in life does change. I mean, I just gave the example not long ago when I said I like how Facebook brings up, you know, memories from the past. And I've seen memories from the past where, I was complaining about dating and blah blah blah. And now I'm not because I'm not dating anymore. I'm taken. Hee ha. So
I see it.
right. So that's not a goal of mine anymore. It's not on my list.
It's not on your list now because that's accomplished now. Like you've done that. And
It's a comp,
so,
but now there are other things on my list.
mhm.
You
Hey,
know.
Frugal. Hey,
So
Frugal Mama.
what I want can change. It can change daily, monthly, yearly, hourly.
Hmm. I agree. It can definitely change. And it can change according to the seasons of your life. I heard another YouTube creator um, break up life in this way, Miss Betty, and she's not in here, but I heard her say this on something that I was into, and she said she broke it into seasons, and I had never really, I'd always said seasons, but I never really put it in seasons in this the manner that I heard her say. So she was saying, in your winter season, in your fall season of life, in your summer where you kind of young and popping, you moving and stuff, and spring is when you're kind of developing. I guess
Miss
I
Betty
guess
been listening to that song. You know that song, like
what's
spring,
up?
summer, fall, and winter. Love seasons.
Oh,
Look it up,
I've never.
y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look
Yes,
that
you
up.
have. You know that song. It's old school. Who know that
Um,
song? Put it
yeah,
up in
who
the
knows
chat.
this song in the chat? What?
It's called Love Seasons. I can't think of the artist.
I wish we could
Ooh,
do a poll.
ooh.
But I can't.
It's
I would
on
do a poll.
YouTube. I wish
It's
I
on
could put it in. Yes,
Love
and
Season.
yes, it's called Love Seasons, and so the whole point of the song is they go through each season of love, and they break it down into the 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, and so the hook is yes, look it up. Like spring, summer, fall, and winter, love never stays the same. And then
Mm,
each verse, he describes what love is like in the spring and in the summer and in the fall and then in the winter. It's a beautiful song. Y'all look
oh,
it up.
we need to look it up in the winter. It's cuffing season, isn't it? And I get it too because think about it. In the winter,
See, that's
it's
how
cold.
people be coming back in the summertime with children. I'm
Absolutely,
saying.
you're right. Cuffing season. It's warm. You want somebody to cuddle up next to, and be
Mm,
toasty. Then in the summer, you might be like, "Hey, I'm footloose, fancy free," like my father used to say.
I
You know,
think the song goes a little bit deeper than that.
well, I know I'm just those were my thoughts growing up. But yeah, I need to look that song up so I can see what they're talking about because you you're in different seasons of life, like we said.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the words. Um, it's a really nice song. What are those
I know,
what
look
are
at
those
Jamie.
eyeballs for, Jamie?
That Jamie said she's watching. Me too, Jamie. I want to know what I need to look this song up that Star
Just
is referring to.
song up, listen to it on your own time when you're cultivating yourself and
Yes,
listen to the lyrics. It
when
may
you're
not be
trying.
your cup of tea, but at least listen to the song and listen to the lyrics because I think that's what Miss Betty was talking about when she was talking about the spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now go
She
on.
probably was because I didn't hear the whole conversation. I just heard her. She said, referred to me and said I was in my summer, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, thanks." I feel like I'm in
Well,
my
if
fall.
you in your summer, I'm in my late summer.
Right? We can all be in our summer. You know what? It might just be a, it's a personal thing. Like I'm in my summer, and you might
Maybe it's a
a
way of
mind,
yeah, cause
yeah,
I stay
mindset.
in my summer,
Me
but my
too.
body said, "It's wintertime, girl."
Now that's true because sometimes you feel like you're young and popping, and then you try to go turn a
Like
cartwheel.
that cartwheel.
You go try to turn a cartwheel, and your body says something else, man.
Woo!
Or you know what? I tried to, you're supposed to warm up, I guess, before you work out. And I'm gonna just was like, I hadn't worked out in a long time. I was like, I'm gonna just go get on the treadmill, and I
Mm-mm,
ran a couple miles, and I did not stretch. I don't even know what I
mm-mm,
was thinking, y'all. And I
mm-mm,
got on that treadmill. I
mm-mm,
didn't feel it that night, but that next morning, I was
mm,
like,
mm.
"Ooh, what is this?" And I need
Your
to throw
body was like, "It's
winter.
winter.
My body was like, winter. You needed I needed my hat, gloves, and my boots with that one
It's
because
winter time." Somebody looking
it
for
had
their
me thinking
second husband.
of,
Ooh, child bless you. I
ooh,
don't want to be out in that dating scene no more.
I know.
It was the fur.
I just hear, I'm not dating either, of course, but I don't know. I just hear some stories, and that's all I can say about that. And
Ooh, that's a whole nother live conversation.
yeah, I just want people to get together because I hear about the red pill, which I'm not 100% sure what that is. I'm gonna have to look
Who?
into
What
red
red?
pill. Has anybody heard of red pill on the
Okay,
side so we can
see,
tell Star? Red pill is like I think is toxic, right? Is what I think. And I think that's on a man
the
side.
red color.
Like the red pill, they just call it red pill. I guess it's the conversations that people are having, but they're toxic conversations. Like it might be women bashing men and saying, you know
Oh,
what, they're
oh,
losers.
that's
I
a
don't want to.
terminology.
Yeah, it's a terminology, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not
I thought
saying
it was
it's
an
about.
actual pill. I
Yeah,
was
no, no,
like, what
no.
this pill do?
Right. I need the red pill to be in my
What
summer to
that
be
pill?
popping.
What that pill all about?
Right. Does it help out when you're working out so my thighs not popping and cracking and
Listen,
knees?
you have no thighs. I have
So
thighs.
So yeah,
Anyway.
I think that's what that is about. And correct me if I'm wrong over there, you all in the chat, because y'all look younger than me, young tenderonis. Let us know what the red pill means. And I think they're talking
What?
about toxic. Yeah, look it
They're
up. Start
they're
toxic.
younger than us?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we
Oh,
no, 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 no. I take that back. Most people that I'm glancing at over here, we're all in the same age range.
no. No,
Like,
you're in the same age bracket. I'm the real OG here.
near Dr. D. She Dr. D
No?
is there. Dr. D is too. She in the top.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So,
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah, you're not alone. You're in good company.
Okay, cool.
So yeah,
I feel
tell
so
them.
much better now.
Yeah, so if anybody is watching this back who knows what the red pill is, explain it to us in the comment section because I don't want to be out here giving out misinformation. But the way I heard people saying it in their reels, in their shorts, they kept referring to the red pill, and I didn't mean to look it up, but when they were referring to it, they were talking about toxicity. Is that a
Okay.
word?
Yes.
Toxicity, and
That
it was yeah, it was in regards to relationships. And I don't know if this is the only thing that the red pill is referring to, but they were just, it was like a lot of negativity, like, you know,
shade and stuff.
Yeah, like the men don't want to deal with the women don't want to deal with the men, and that's why I say, it's
Well,
probably
we
tough
got
out
to
there.
deal with each other.
You got
How
to deal
else
with each
we
other,
gonna keep the earth populated? Where the
right?
babies gonna come from?
Gotta have a little bit of babies. And, that
When can
they
I get
might
the
be
man
irritated.
child?
People might be irritated, men, women might be irritate each other, but that don't mean we need to completely do away with the whole, creation perspective. And
Yeah, 'cause we need each other. Yeah.
we
Who in
definitely
the
do.
bushes?
I know. Thank you, Dre and Lachey, for being in them bushes. Yes, that means
I'm
she
sorry.
multitasking.
Oh, okay. She what?
It means she's multitasking. She's in the bushes.
Oh,
She's not able to
okay,
comment as
cool.
much here.
I'm
She's
like, why is she in
listening.
the bush? Hey, because I was in the bushes one time. That's a whole nother topic.
Hey, Brother Raw. Yeah, when you can be in the bushes doing other things, but here it
Okay.
means that somebody is, doing something else, but they're listening, giving you their
Okay.
time.
In the
Or,
bushes.
yeah, they
I'm
might be
learning.
driving.
I am learning today.
I
I
know,
have
look at
learned.
you. You learned, see, they say you need to learn something new every day. You learned about Nightbot, who is still over there actively working. You learned about the red pill. You learned
Now
about being in the
somebody
bushes.
talking about a blue pill.
Where
Oh
you
Lord
see that?
Jesus.
Oh, the blue
How
pill. Let me
many color pills do we have?
this conversation about the red pill versus the blue pill. Dr.
This
DC,
conversation is supposed to be about self-help,
it is about self-help. I guess
self-care.
if you're thinking about yourself and not others, you don't have to worry about the red pill and the blue pill. You just worry about personal development. So I do have one more, number 8. I didn't say
Number
number 8, did
8. I thought you had 10.
I? I just did number 8. I merged some together. We're not gonna worry about the 10, 9 and
Oh,
10. So number 8 is make time for yourself. Even if it takes a 5-minute break. No, I'm sorry. I didn't say even if you take a 5-minute break, even if you take a 5-minute break.
oh, okay, I'm there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's from the Matrix movies, the red
Yes,
pill.
it is. I
Mm,
got it.
yeah, but I
Okay.
guess I mean,
Because
I
I
don't
was
know
starting to
about it.
think I was like massively old. Because
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
they talking about some stuff I don't know nothing about.
No, it's originally from the
The
Matrix, but
Matrix.
people talk about the red pill and the blue pill with relationships, and I don't remember everything about the Matrix, but did they refer to the red pill and the blue
Apparently,
pill?
they're using it now as some type of analogy, which I get now that she said it's from the Matrix. Okay, why didn't somebody say that in the first place?
Yeah, James. I didn't think about the Matrix. I forgot about that movie, to be honest with you. But
Oh, I could never forget about the Matrix.
so it's the Matrix. Ooh.
Exactly.
Exactly, Jamie. Yep. So thank you, Jamie, for getting us together about the red pill and the blue pill. And this is a team effort over here. It's collaborative. So
Oh
number 8.
my gosh.
Oh, Butterbro, what do you see?
No, I'm looking at butter roll. So I'm wondering if butter roll has ever had a butter roll.
Butter roll? Have you had a butter roll? That's the question right now on the table. That's a good question. Have you butter roll?
Butter
Tell us
roll.
how you got the
Have you
name.
ever had a butter roll?
Because butter roll's name is not butter roll. Of course we know that.
And butter roll is not a roll per se. It's a dessert. It's a southern
Butter roll?
dessert.
Would you like to elaborate butter roll? Because I found out a little while ago that what butter roll's real name is, but I'm not gonna say that because she might not want
Oh
me to
yeah,
say
no, we don't want to blow anybody out. But
it.
I want to know if butter roll has ever had because my aunt, God rest her soul, she used to make butter rolls. And then she told me how to make some one time. And I made it. And I was like, I will never make these again because I never lose weight.
Oh, were they fluffy? I have never had a butter roll. Were they
Oh
light and
my
fluffy?
gosh, you never had Aunt Ruby's butter rolls?
No.
Oh, you poor underprivileged child.
I
I'm
know.
so sorry for you.
I was just so looked over with that. I didn't
Because
get it.
my stupid behind, I don't remember what I did with the recipe. I really don't.
Oh man. Do you know anybody who might have it? Because I want to taste one now.
Maybe her daughters would have them. Your cousins, my cousins. They
Yeah.
might have them. But I mean, it is the devil.
Sounds delicious. Is it like a croissant?
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
So
fluffy, juicy, and sweet. Ooh, I like. That
Okay,
sounds good.
so the only way I can kind of describe the butter roll is, if you've ever had like peach cobbler with the crust, the crust,
Yes.
like pie, or yeah, like peach cobbler, and the crust is really sweet and it's
Hmm.
doughy, but it's sweet.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what a butter roll tastes like. I
Okay.
made some. I was like, oh no, I will never. I will not make these anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that because I'll be
I will
eating butter
be
rolls for
turning
breakfast, lunch.
into a butter roll.
It sounds good. I
I know.
wanted to.
I saw it's a she, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I don't want
the.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't.
I saw her name and I'm like, "Oh, have you ever had a butter roll?" Okay, so I digress. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did you? Okay. She said they fluffy, juicy, and sweet. So she's had one apparently, and maybe she likes butter rolls so much that's why she named herself Butter
I
Roll.
and see, I don't even know. I never even tried to find them on the internet because I just assumed that this was one of my aunt's recipes. Because I have
Jane.
never, I feel like butter roll. What is a butter roll? And she made butter rolls, and I'm like, ooh, show me how to make them. And she did.
Man, I missed that family gathering. Where was I? I
You
didn't
weren't.
taste the.
You
Did
you
she
were
stop
busy.
making them? I was probably too little.
No, you were an adult.
Oh, she was
It
making
was
them
it
that
was
long, and I
it
didn't.
was yeah, it was when we were in college, and
Oh, okay.
you were on the first tier and I was on the second tier.
Oh, I would have liked her to send me some butter rolls. That could have helped out with.
Yeah, she's not going to do that now.
No, that's
But
dumb.
maybe I will reach out to my cousins. If you're out there, send me
You want
that butter roll recipe.
yes. Jamie, find the recipe and make it so that I can look at your video and
Oh
consider
my
making it again.
gosh. And they're not rolls. So if you find a recipe and it's like a roll, like a biscuit roll, like KFC roll, you know, that ain't it.
That's so
This
deceptive.
is like pie crust, sweet, and and you just cut it and it's like sweet pie crust. Jamie's like, I'm on it.
Yeah, she said she on it. All right, Jamie. That's I'm be looking for that video.
I was like, whose idea was this? Obviously, somebody that had no weight problem.
Yeah,
That would
I need to see a butter roll now. I'm gonna have to Google
Yeah,
it.
it's
And,
very good. But anyway,
sounds tasty. Well,
making time for yourself.
making time for yourself, even if it's taking 5 minutes here and there, you might have to take a few 5 minute breaks, or you might have to go outside and get some fresh air. You might have to take a
The
drive.
bath,
Did you say the bathroom?
I did.
Yes, the bathroom. That is definitely a place where you can have some
I
me
don't know
time.
about y'all, but the bathroom serves a multitude of purposes, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you
It's a
can be on.
good place to gather
Oh, yeah. Get your
and
thoughts
have
together
conversation.
and relieve yourself.
You
And
can read.
you can listen to
I'm
music.
just saying there's a whole bunch of things. I find solitude in the bathroom. And I'm not necessarily, having anything to do with the porcelain god. I'm just in the bathroom.
Yeah. Sometimes I just go in the bathroom and I just sit on the toilet. I mean, not sit on the toilet like that, but I with the top down. And I just sit there because number one, I'm in there by myself. It's warm. And that's a place where I can go in and I don't have to have everybody coming in. Like,
Exactly.
even though when my kids were younger, they don't do it as much now,
Personal
but they
time.
used to put fingers and stuff under the doors.
Oh
But
no. Yeah, people used when I was in college, they used to bust in the bathroom on me. I don't know why they did that. But
yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, you know how many emails you can go through in the bathroom? I know it sounds retarded, but
no, it's true. I've done that. That's because if you go in the bathroom, that's supposed to be your me time when you're taking care of business. So you go in there and take care of business in another way. Get some.
yeah, I mean, like you can really get a lot done in the bathroom. And let me tell you something. Yeah, they'll come in the bathroom.
Yeah,
But
they do. Mom busting.
yeah, but um
Oh,
you can really get a lot done. And my mom, used to go in the bathroom and pray. And
Mhm.
my niece will attest to this. And
Yes.
after a while, the whole house be on fire. She come out the bathroom and prayer
Yes.
come out with her.
Yeah. Yes.
And we
Man.
be sitting like, wait a minute, what? We missed service. When did this
Right.
happen? I mean,
Yep.
and she going at it, you
You
know.
go at it and you get quiet. You be like,
And you like,
mhm.
well, she done went in the bathroom and started church service, and now she done brought it out the bathroom.
Right. Came out and you be like, oh, yes, man. It was the prayers of the saints, though. The
It
prayers,
was. And that's a good way to clear your house. If you want your kids to leave you alone, go in the bathroom and start praising God.
start praying. Come out and start touching people.
Don't
Yes.
leave.
You want them to get quiet. You can do that too. Just start praying and touching.
Ooh, they
Get
will
some breath
leave you
oil.
alone. They will
Mhm.
go hide. I know we did.
Yeah,
We
we
used to
got
hear
quiet.
her in there. We used to hear
You
my
can
mother in
you
the bathroom, and
you
we'd be
you
like, time to go, because she get ready
time
to come out.
and
Oh,
they
you
come in.
found it? Oh, she found
Ooh,
it.
Jamie, you went to work.
Yay!
Yay! Right during the live. Butter rolls. So I did say I didn't do a ninth, but
Oh
this
my
one
God.
I can make a ninth. Do
Okay.
things that you love. That'll be the last one. Do things that you love.
Well, that's my job. I love my job. I got up early this morning and crept out of bed and I said, I'm going to the booth. And somebody said, and
Yeah.
I came out here and I cracked like 4 or 5 auditions
Yes.
early in the morning with my early in the morning voice, which is a
Mhm.
lot deeper than this one.
Yes. My
So,
early in the morning voice is deep too.
so, you know,
Whew. Yeah, when you do things you love, though, you don't mind getting up at the crack of dawn and doing it or
mm,
losing sleep.
and
And
then
also
the
you got to be
time,
right.
yep,
Like
and then the
sometimes I get
time,
too caught up. I'm like going to bed late, and getting up early, and you may only get a couple hours of sleep because you don't mind doing it.
well, I only
You know?
need 6 anyway, so
Yeah, I
but
get about
yeah,
5.
in the summertime, I'm up early. I go out to the garden to check on my butterflies. It's something I love. Man, that really brings me so much peace and contentment to just be outside with the butterflies. And I'm watching them, and it's not just them. I see the other aminals. I see, I see the squirrels. They come over and they say hi. I'm like Snow White, y'all. Y'all don't believe me. They come up and they speak to me.
Yeah, they do. I was gonna
They
say your
literally
butterfly
do.
baby still like
Yes, they do.
hovering around you. I
Yes, they
saw
do.
it with my own eyes. You all.
They
Her
do.
butterflies were. She was out there talking. They were just. She was like Snow White. She's telling the truth. They were all
They do. The
hovering around her, flying.
squirrels are, scampering around, and one came up to see, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "Boy, you better go ahead on that." The turkeys come by. They want to check out what's in the garden. One time they sat over there, a whole group of them just sat not far from me and just watched me garden. And I get so much peace from that. So much peace.
Yeah, so you're in one with the nature and you're able to have peace and you're doing
One with
something you
nature.
love to do. Therefore, self-care, focusing on you. And when you out there, amongst the birds and the bees and the butterflies
And the
and squirrels,
owls, hawks, and cranes.
ooh,
Yeah, I
it's
live in
Jurassic,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Jamie, you might have, do you have that experience? I know y'all see all types of living creatures out there.
Oh yeah. Well, I still haven't seen a gator, thank God.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you
don't
want to
I
see
don't
them.
I don't think that we will, not where we are, because we too
Oh,
far away from water. He's not gonna come this far. But we see everything else.
right? You see everything.
And they don't
And
bother us, and we don't bother them.
respect. So they respect your
But
space. Yeah. So, well, that's the final point, the final tip. So, if you want to know various ways to focus on yourself and not others, as we said earlier, mind your business unless,
mind your business.
mind your business, unless, like I said, it's a loved one and you need to tell them something. Then you go ahead and tell them. You don't have to mind your business. But if it's your business, mind your own small business. Mind your business. You know, just
Yep.
mind your business. You
12
can
hours
relax.
to mind your business and 12 hours to leave other folks alone.
Ooh, that's a good one. So, and that's your 24 hours right there. You can find sleep
It
somewhere.
is.
So, yeah, do you have anything else to add to this live? Anybody have anything else they'd like to add before we?
No, just that official Jamia needs to share her findings.
Jamia, did you hear that request? We want butter rolls. So, share, share, and share like Jamia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to put her on the spot. However, you
However,
can have that link ready for the next live.
and if you can just drop it since you are a mod, you can drop it
Drop
right in.
it in the chat. If you just
Right.
drop it
Sharing
in
is
the
free.
chat
Just
so that
drop
we
it.
can have butter rolls
Just
here.
drop it like it's hot, but drop the butter roll recipe
I'm
so that
not
we
gonna
can
make
all partake.
I'm not gonna make them. I'm not.
I'm not making them either, but I might be
I
able to
already
convince.
made potato jacks, and that was the devil.
I don't know. Potato. What is that? That's a whole nother conversation. Potato jacks. Let me write this down so I can look that up.
Because my husband, a southerner, wanted,
Husband.
oh, they make these, and my mom used to make da 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 da. And I'm like, well, tell me what it is. And my mom used to make, and so I was like, okay, I think I can do that. So I made them. And basically, you know how I used to make the little fried apple pies? And
Yes.
I would make the dough and make the fried apple pie. Well, these are like fried sweet potato pie. The filling is
Mm,
sweet potato, like in a
mhm,
sweet potato pie.
mhm,
That's what the filling is.
mm.
And so, yeah.
But y'all don't need a man.
Who
What?
said I ain't need no
Can't
man?
stop.
I ain't say that. I got
Nuh-uh.
a man.
Yeah,
I
I
got
believe in
a
it.
man.
Can't stop. Like, no, I need my man, my husband. He's
I
very
got a
valuable.
man.
I got a man. Remember that song? How long you had that
What's your man
problem?
got to do with me?
Yes.
Got a
I'm not
man.
trying to hear that. See, I got a man, but your man ain't me.
So yeah, I'm definitely not going to make them, but I want everybody else to get a chance to experience that because they were the bomb and my aunt shared it with me and I really just yeah, they
It
were
made an
all that.
impression on you because you sure said something about it today. Butter
I'm
rolls.
I'm telling you to the point where I'm like, I'm not making that.
Look at Can't Stop. Who? Ah, yeah, Can't Stop. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about the red pill, blue pill, but I'm gonna look more into that to see what that's
Yeah,
what
I
they.
need to look that up because I'm I'm not really clear.
Yeah, I need some more
My
information. It's
kids usually keep me up on all the terminology and the jargon. Um,
Mhm. Yeah,
so
you
I,
have kids in that age range to be able to give you more information. Mine, they might be able to, the older ones, yeah. But some of us have gray. You
shoot,
see,
I do. It's time to recolor. Don't y'all see that?
uh,
I ain't ready.
ain't nobody ready. Well, at least you're still alive, and as long as you're grand and you still here, that's a sign.
Mm,
Know, mm.
As long as
Anyway,
they sell color, I'm gonna buy it. Sorry.
and you can. I'm considering it. I just don't know what color to do.
Oh, you don't have that problem.
Not yet. I do have a couple of them though. They stick out every now and
Goodbye.
then. And then they don't lay down though. What's up with the gray hairs? Like mine do
Because
this.
they do what they want to do. They do what they want to do. They're wild. They do
Yes,
what
they
they
are.
want to. I don't care what you do to them. They're gonna pop back up anyway.
They just come back with a vengeance. They be like,
And
whoop.
then if you keep trying to pluck them, you end up eyebrowless like Whoopi Goldberg.
uh, And
I
this is
love
where
Whoopi. Don't get me wrong, but she don't have no eyebrows. She know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I haven't seen her lately. Maybe I mean, I haven't been looking.
But she
So
never
maybe.
really had, you know.
Mm, well, I guess eventually that's what happens once you. Hey, wellness. Oh, he's saying hi to wellness with Frugal Mama. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's the end of this. Is your game still on, Starra?
Oh, the
Really?
second game is on now. It's the Chiefs and the Bills.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll have time to go watch your game. The Chiefs and the Bills. Did Detroit win?
It's still on. Yes, they
Oh,
did.
we're from Michigan, you all, so that that's important information for us.
However, my team is the Ravens now. Don't get it
Yes, sir.
twisted. I
Yeah.
just wanted Detroit to win so they can move on.
Yes. Well, I won't be watching the game, but I'm sure I'll hear it from you or from the
Yes,
husband.
you will. Now tell us about the Super Bowl before we close this out because we we
You don't have to do that because I don't know nothing about the Super Bowl. The only thing I might know is who's performing. Who is performing? I'm
no,
gonna have
no,
to.
no. Usher,
Usher's
Ursha,
performing. Usher.
Ursha, Ursha is performing.
Usher Raymond is gonna perform. Does he have? Is anybody else performing with him?
I have no idea. What I
Oh,
meant was, are we live Super Bowl? Because y'all know
oh,
I'm not gonna be here in Super Bowl Super
oh,
Bowl Sunday.
I know when is the Super Bowl? I don't even know that.
The 11th of
Okay,
February.
the 11th of February. I don't know.
February is
I
the
might just
Super.
show. You know what? I might just come and just have just a random conversation with people because I'm sure I won't be watching the Super Bowl. If I do, it'll be halftime show because that's what I like to watch. But
Okay. I just wanted
I,
to know because everybody watches the Super Bowl.
oh well, that might be competition. Like nobody will probably come in here if the Super Bowl. So
I
I might maybe I
I
just need to put up a replay. What do you all think over there before I let y'all go? A Super Bowl show or no? A Super Bowl or no? I might have to think about that. Maybe I just won't do it. Maybe I just pop something up for
well,
people.
I mean, I'm just trying to say, Super Bowl is a big thing.
Yeah,
And I've already told y'all that I'm going to be absent.
yeah.
However, the
You
show
put your
must go
paperwork.
on. If
The
you
Yeah, because you put your paperwork in early
I
and
put
you've been
my
granted.
leave I put my leave paperwork in. So
Star will not be here for Super Bowl. So if anybody comes in talking about football, I will not. We won't be able to have a conversation because that's Star's thing. That's her forte. I won't be able to talk to you about football. I don't know what you're talking about
anybody
unless
that wants to talk about football will be
she'll
watching
be
the
watching the
Super
football.
Bowl.
We'll be watching the Super Bowl, so I won't have that problem.
No, you won't have
So
that problem.
yeah, so I probably will just do it. I mean, unless something changes, I'll post it and let you all know
Well,
accordingly.
let's let everybody else vote. And, they
Yeah,
can do that. And then when we come back and reconvene,
we'll reconvene. We'll be here before the
we can
Super
we
Bowl.
can have the butter roll recipe and everybody's opinion as to whether or not we should have um
Have the Super Bowl
a
conversation.
Super Bowl live on Super Bowl night.
Yeah, it's something to consider
How
because
about
I
that?
mean maybe I want to snuggle up with my husband during the Super Bowl. That might not be the time to do it. I'm watching the Super Bowl. Yeah, the girls
Super
and I.
Bowl is not a snuggle time.
Um, that's okay. I just have a brownie or something and mind my business. Mind my business.
Mind your
That'll be time,
business.
that'll be time for me to mind my business and
Mhm.
reflect and write notes and learn something. And then when
Okay.
halftime comes, watch the
Oh
show.
Lord.
So, okay, well, you all let us know in the comment
Yeah.
section if you'll be watching the Super Bowl or not. Like, just
So
say yes.
again, recap. We want butter roll recipe, Jamia.
Jamie, we're putting you over that. We're delegating. Have a butter roll for Super Bowl. Oh, that's cute, butter roll. Have a butter roll for Super Bowl.
Oh,
That's a good one.
yes.
Oh, that's a good caption. A butter roll for Super Bowl.
Good idea.
Jamie,
See,
butter roll. And
this
see,
is
Jamie
not
says
conducive to my weight loss program.
Jamie. So Jamie is on it. Jamie is doing a butter roll for Super Bowl. Um, that's it. That's it, right?
Yeah,
We
and
covered
then
everything.
you're gonna see if people want to watch Super Bowl because you want you know
Yeah. I want somebody here. So you guys do that just in the comment section after this video. If you're replaying, put yes or no. I will be watching the Super Bowl. That's all we need to know. And I might show up and talk to myself for 10 minutes or something. We never know what the Lord has in store. I might come over here and sit for the people who not
Ooh,
watching
you
the
can
Super Bowl.
talk to yourself, but don't answer. Somebody might call the people in the white jackets.
They might report me to the YouTube authorities, the
Yeah.
authorities. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
it
that
happen. All right. Well,
all
you
right.
all have a good rest of the week, and hopefully this brought you a little bit of joy, and hopefully you have some tips on ways that you can focus on yourself and mind your business and
I put
drink your
them in the
water.
chat.
This in the chat, and after this maybe I'll put the comment in the chat about if you're going to watch the Super Bowl or not, and then just answer yes or no. So anyway, have a good rest of the week. Anybody going live after this so I can pass the mic? I know it's 7:30, it's a Sunday, and I just thought about this, so if you want to take this and run with it.
Everybody's watching football.
Everybody's watching football. It is. This might not be a good time. Take care, everyone. All right, well, we'll see you all later. Have a good rest of the week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, 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 bye.